Hi, Collector's Corner here. Today we're taking a look at one of my favorite toys from that time. This is Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Cliffjumper. This is the mainline release, not the first edition. And yeah, I love this toy. Well, at least his car mode. This very nice 1969 Dodge Challenger alt mode. Very close to that, even though it's supposed to not infringe on Chrysler's IP, but hey. In any case, that's what we're taking a look today. So let's get to it. There he is in his very nice car mode. He was packaged in car mode, as you can see in the image here. So we'll start there. So take a look at his front here. Nice detailed headlights, done in blue. Nice gunmetal gray grill there. He's got his hood ornament, Longhorn hood ornament, I guess. It's done in soft, rubbery plastic, so it won't break. But it looks kind of nice. Very translucent plastic for the windshield and windows. It does get some nice silver rims. You do get molded turn lights there. Silver for the exhausts on the side. You get black for the rear. No painted stop brake lights. Silver for the bumper. Very nice. Nice little scratch. There you go. You get a big 5mm port where the gas cap should be to plug in his weapon. And yeah, overall, I think it's a very nice looking car mode. I love this car mode. Very nice. It does roll very nicely. His wheels spin super freely. Yeah, quite nice. Overall, a really nice car mode. Accessory-wise, he gets only one. His axe blaster rifle thing. If you hold it from that peg, it acts like a gun or blaster. If you hold it from this side, it's an axe. A very thick axe, but an axe. And it is detailed. A lot of ribs and rivets and things all around. For some reason he has like a motorcycle brake here. And yeah, it's okay for what it is. You can plug it into the side like so. It looks really weird. You can do that, or you can plug it onto the top like that. Also looks weird. So yeah, all in all, interesting looking gun. It doesn't do much in vehicle mode, but hey, there you go. So, moving on to some comparisons. We have quite a few to go through. Here he is with one of his prime friends. Hot shot off of the Bumblebee mold, wheeljack, and bulkhead. They all look nice together, very nice together. Very nice. Yeah. Here he is with Prime Optimus Prime, again the main line. They look okay together. I don't think they share the screen much in the cartoon. I don't remember. Yeah. Here he is with Knockout and Starscream. For that, guys, you can see Knockout is quite a bit smaller than Cliffjumper. Yeah. Now for some modern comparisons. Here it is with the Prime crew we have so far. Smokescreen is coming, and the updated version of this guy that was originally released as a Target exclusive is now full retail and is also coming, so we'll review those when they get here. Now for the new Prime guys, I don't know, people deride this guy a lot, but I like him. It's an interesting update to this guy. Guess we can review them at some point. We'll review this guy and then we can compare. There are the Prime guys. Some more modern comparisons. Here it is with just some modern deluxes. As you can see, he's pretty much the same size as a modern deluxe. And slightly bigger. Yeah. All in all, pretty nice Autbot. I really do like this Autbot. Now, for transformation, yeah, it's kind of interesting. So, first thing you want to do, come to the front, and tab his entire grill. I don't think you saw that. So, you want to tab the grill, separate a bit, like so. Then you want to come to the back, and untab the trunk. Oh, I forgot to mention a couple of things he does do in car mode before we move on to transformation. Is it does get an opening hood, so you can have like that. There's really nothing in there, but it does get an opening hood. And yes, you can get an opening trunk. So yeah, you can totally display him with hood and trunk open if you really wanted to. But again, there's nothing there but robot parts, so yeah. Hi, if you're liking this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe below. It really helps us out. Now back to the review. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, back to transformation. Yeah, you want to keep this up also. See we're over there. Split the front, like so. Untab the rear quarter panels, like that. Then you can pull out the doors and all the front paneling away from the car. You can separate the front of the car like that. Then you want to come up down here, fold down his legs, fold up his foot and rotate it around, and rotate the whole quarter panel back. Extend his foot, rotate his foot, and rotate the quarter panel back. Like so. Then you want to come up here and pull down on his shoulders here, and that will push up his head and reveal his nice Cliffjumper head. You want to rotate his shoulders down, rotate his arms all the way around. Same thing on the other side, rotate, rotate. And now you want to come back here, you want to tab his roof section, fold it up, untab, move up his trunk onto the top, and you want to fold up his little longhorn ornament here, just so it's flat, and then push the hood down onto his windshield, and just place the roof on top of that. I'm going to come down here and rotate his waist around. And now for the arms, it's kind of weird. You want to untab the arms from the door panel here. Rotate it around and fold it down, and then you can fold it in. Door panel, I don't know if you saw that, again, off screen. Untab the hand, rotate it, fold it down. You can now fold the door all the way up, tab it in. It will, that slot will tab in to the ridge here on the panel. Just tap it in, and then you can fold in his windows. And there's one arm, and then straighten out his arm like that. Same thing on the other side. Untap his arm, rotate it out like so, fold up the door panel, tap it in, and then fold down his window and straighten out his arm. And there we have Cliffjumper in his robot mode, and mine's a little loose at the hips, but there it is. There is Cliffjumper in his robot mode. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, all red and gray. Not bad. Let's get into his face here. And he's got a nice looking silver face. He was voiced by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the cartoon, so yeah, you can imagine what his personality is like. But the face is nice. His little horns here, done in that soft rubbery plastic, like the hood ornament, so you don't break them. Fake chest here, done in red, with the black windows. He gets the front of the car with his blue headlights. So the actual front of the car ends up behind his biceps, attached to his triceps, if you will. Yeah. Nice detail on the torso. Very nice. Silver knee pads, silver toes, and you get the exhaust there on his side of his legs, I mean of his feet. Yeah. The wheels on the side. For the arms, you get the red detailing up there. Get a long arm, done in gray, and red for the door panels. And you get his very claw-like hands. He does get some kind of sparkle there on his textured on his hand, and very sharp looking fingers for some reason. I mean, he's supposed to be a zombie. Spoilers, sorry. So I guess that makes sense. But this is the non-zombified version. There were other zombified versions. I mean, this guy was released a ton of times from first edition, and this mold, yeah, got a lot of love, even though he was only in the show for like the first 5 minutes of the first episode. Yeah. Let's get this molded knuckles. Yeah, all in all, pretty nice. It's kind of an interesting looking robot mode. Articulation wise, his head can rotate that far, doesn't go all the way around, and that far to the other side. He can look down into his chest a little, he can slightly look up, and he does get side to side. Very nice. That or that. Shoulders, they do rotate on the ball joint. You can slide up, so the tire gets in the way, but kind of do that. Like so. He does get a bicep swivel. He gets slightly over 90 degrees of elbow bend. His arms, yes, are very, very empty. That's how they come together. And he does get a ball joint at the wrist, so he can move in. He can sort of rotate somewhat, but not much. That's how it's attached. But yeah, it is a ball joint. He does get the waist. He can rotate. He can kick forward that high, not too far. About that far. He can kick back. He can kick out that far. He does have a knee bend over 90 degrees because transformation, full range. And he gets ball joint on his ankle, so he can rotate. It can't point down, it can't point up, and he gets a hinge in there, so he can point slightly further up, slightly further back. So yeah, quite a lot of articulation. Oh, he does get thigh swivel in there. It's connected to a ball joint, but the outside is a mushroom peg, so it can rotate. Thigh, yeah, all in all, not bad level of articulation. He's a little loose on mine. I need to tighten up those ball joints. But yeah. Otherwise, looks pretty nice. Forgot to mention also that he does get molded tires on the back of his thighs, even though he has the tires down on his ankles here. So he gets a lot of tires. Which is why they aren't painted, but they are molded in there. In any case, you can give him his axe weapon. You can hold it like a blaster, like so, and shoot people. That thing is very loose. It's hard to get him to pose because everything's very loose. There he is. With his gun, or he can hold it as an axe. Like so. It's a bit loose as an axe, but he can hold it. And strike guys with his axe. But yeah. Overall, he's nice. He doesn't do much, but he's nice. And his car mode is the best thing about him. So for some articulation, for comparisons, we already did articulation. For comparison, here he is with his Autbot friends. Prime Bulkhead. Let's raise that up a bit. Prime Bulkhead. Optimus Prime. Hot Shot. Yeah. Voltage Prime. Here is with Bumblebee Hotshot. Here is with Wheeljack and Bumblebee. And here is with the bad guys, Knockout, and the Viacon. Yeah, that guy's still the best. I'll review him soon. Here he's with Starscream, which is still a marvel of engineering. Oh shit. Still a marvel of engineering. How you get a jet out of that. And for some more recent comparisons, here he is with Knockout, Legacy Knockout. Here he is with a current Deluxe. Yes, I know they're all red. Thought that would make sense. Why won't you stand Knockout? There you go. So yeah, he's a good size. All in all, nothing more. Yeah. All in all, yeah, he's a pretty decent figure. He has a great alt mode. Pretty decent articulation overall. It's a bit loose. I mean, I have to tighten those ball joints, but otherwise, yeah, I kind of like him. The first edition is obviously better. He doesn't get the flip-out, triple-barreled guns, which the first edition did get. But all in all, yeah, pretty decent guy. Go look for him, or just try to get the new one that's coming out now. The one that was Target exclusive. And yeah, sound down the comments below. What other Prime figures would you like to see? I'm still hoping we get an updated Viacon and maybe a better Bulkhead, because the one we got is like an APC, has nothing to do with Prime, even though it was labeled as Prime. He's more akin to animated, but still not a bad figure, but just not Prime Bulkhead. In any case, this guy's pretty good. Go look for him if you want. It should be fairly cheap. He was released many times, different color schemes, different levels of zombification, if you will. But yeah, all in all, I still like this toy line. 15 years later, it still holds up. It's very nice. It does some interesting things with the transformation, and it has a really unique style to it. So yeah, this is very nice Cliffjumper. So go get it. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Patreon. Follow us on Blue Sky. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Comment whether figures you'd like to see updated now that we're getting a smoke screen. So we might get something else. We're also getting an animated Ratchet. If anybody was asking for that. But yeah, we're getting a few more updates for those older toy lines. But no, yeah, pretty good. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned for the stay around for the gallery for this guy coming up. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.